was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And a good job defensively. They'll stop him short of first at the 32. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jones on the return. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1? Right. Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. But it's a one-shot deal like the NFL. That's critical because now you come in and you've got the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice...
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Lands in the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's Mitchell. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw with Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Justin Fields back to the field with his Bears offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them. And the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. One play action. Fields. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what... Some meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, the return is Jones. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 3rd and long. It's Fields. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that
he's got a man complete? And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Lance. Caught on the slant. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner, a 7-yard touchdown play. And the Niners get a bit closer. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now it's Fields. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
3, yellow, 1, check, pitch, Smith, right.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready, go. Ready.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
White, switch, yellow.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Lance. That's caught at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
The week off hasn't hurt him touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the... on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Fields on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of the guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round, and there's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Lance to throw on second down here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's a give to Herbert. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to go for their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. On 1st down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the gun on third down, Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play on this ball game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.